Alright, all good. So, continuation. Forgot what's off. Let's all go that. But basically, that's defending this room. You're gonna be watching mainly the windows. You're gonna be watching this entrance, and you should have someone watching this area, which I haven't really talked about yet. But attacking the room, you're going to push this, take control of that window and the area beneath it. Maybe have someone on windows that I've already talked about. That's when you're going to do if you're attacking. Or push from this way. Now pushing from this way, I can't exactly say off the top of my head the name of the spawn. So I'm guessing this is the parking. Or you're going to spawn in the street. Watch out for spawn kill right there. Watch out for spawn kill right there. Also another camera right there. That's how you get to the basement. Basement's also over on that big building over at construction. But up these stairs into the room.
Time expires in 10 seconds.
That's another way you're gonna want to push this objective. Map for map knowledge
5 seconds
reasons.
left. Time limit reached.
And there's this little room too, but I usually don't mess with it. Only point you want to mess with that little room is where that bunk bed's at. If you blow through that, that's a good way to get in a room. But at that point, I don't like to be. It's a good way to. It's good to do about it. But by then, you're in the belly of the beast. So if you have a lot of enemies left alive, it's gonna get chaos really fast, and it's gonna get close range, which sometimes isn't good because they're gonna have SMGs and shotguns. The sledge. Now, the last area I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to talk about that big building by the construction, because that is also an objective. I will talk about it. Can't leave it out. I hate it. It's the worst objective you could ever defend at. But I will talk about it because it's the only objective that you want to know. So from now on, I'm going to go from the basement, then to that hellish area. So entering from here, there's usually a roamer in this vicinity, whether it be sitting on that right there, waiting here for you to push. Might knock a hole so you can see from there. Or most commonly, I've seen this a lot of people do this when they're defending here. Someone will be laying down right here watching that. It's really hard to see them unless you know it. Unless you know people are going to be up here, it's usually hard to tell. And then you'll see that once in a while you'll find a dumb person who's sitting right here. And you're never going to expect it because who sits at the bottom of the stairs? But sometimes it happens. I hate when it happens. I don't think about it. This is why you always want to drone. Because when you first drone, you're immediately going to see someone there real fast. And then you can know. And if you want to be smart, don't scan them. Just drive by real fast. Oh, he missed me. And then they're not going to know that you know that they're there. Kind of dumb psychological stuff, but that's what I do. So, spawn there. Your main thing is going to be entering from that area, or you can enter from this area.
10 seconds.
No, this is you can't reinforce this. You're not going to want to reinforce it. There's no point.
5 seconds to go.
But you can enter from here. I would suggest droning because sometimes
You are clear to engage.
people will spawn
Find the
there.
hostage and proceed to extraction
Dang
point.
it, I spawned over here. Well, good map knowledge again, I guess. Reinforce it. Camera right there. There's the area I told you to watch out when you're attacking the second floor. Showers is right there. This is the window right by that staircase. Goes right there. This is the area I told you that usually people are going to be at. Find a lot of calves there. And then from here, you're going to find that hole. People are usually at. That's it. I told you people I don't mess around a lot, but you can push from there. Definitely a viable area to push. I just don't do it very often because you're usually going to have a defender is going to be moving around here. I like to clear this first. Camera's right here. So, there's my drone. One more thing, in construction, like I said, when you spawn construction, people, definitely be watching for you to come over here. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell where you spawn at, but when you spawn in, you usually spawn, I think it's on the other side of that wall there, if not right there. Because they make it so that when you spawn in, they obviously can't see you from the very beginning, but they can catch you if you're coming along this row right here. So this is an area to watch out, and that, like I said before, I think that's the two areas you need to watch out for spawning construction, unless they do a run out through that little tunnel I told you about. God forbid, that'd be an idiot move, but it's worked sadly a few times. So, talking about down here. By the way, getting control of this area as well as, when I mean this area, I mean this area as a whole, because you're gonna have roamers. This is a very wide area. People can meet roamers can come in through here to get you downstairs, which is the objective, from the upstairs, or from this vicinity or this vicinity. So you're gonna want to have, when you're pushing here, you're gonna want at least 2 people and probably a claymore. Just be safe, you know, put a claymore there, just be a little extra safety. Because having control over this hole, forgot the main name for this. Oh, dang it, I'm an idiot. But having control over this does put a lot of pressure on the enemy. Makes them scared. Because you can see you have a lot of control over room, except for in there. By the way, that's where they usually are, is in this little corner. Just saying. Sometimes people do. Can't do that, but I'll show you. When they're pushing down, when they're pushing those stairs, what you can do, instead of going right there, just walking through the entrance, you can do this. A little more coverage. I like it, to be honest. I don't do it very often, but it looks really nice when you get a kill off that. Or easily do a straight shot, rather than being here and doing this little game right here with the head. So right here, it's gonna be, I mean, you can still see that, but you're mainly gonna be right here. When you're aiming out here, you're not gonna be taking that up there, unless you don't aim. Like if you walk up here, you're gonna see it, but they shouldn't be doing that. Camera. There's a camera along that stairway, by the way. Needless to say, this is the laundry room. It's always been a strong area to defend. A lot of people will do this area as the last resort because it's just it's a good area. This is the room on bomb, that's the room, and this is the room. Secure area, this is the room. Hostage, this is the room as well, I believe. I think so. I'm not too sure about hostage, but this is usually what the people are going to be worried about, because that front door, they can hop in from here, they can hop in from there. Just you have to be very careful, because not. And then also, when you're an attacker, if you do get control of the hatch, I remember the name. I'm not an idiot. You can you get a better sight into said room. Like if they're sitting in that corner, it might be able to get a foot, you know, shoot their feet. This makes it a lot easier. Makes it so that the only place they could be, most likely, my kind of, only place they could be is up here, and then right there. And that can be solved by a nade. You know, nade the area up, and if you do nades, not only is it smart in general, but you can also, you know, flush them out. Flush them out, get a kill with the nade without using the nade. So that's the best way to attack, I believe, from that wave. Other than that, you're gonna want to push from that tunnel. Remember we talked about that from before. Bunker tunnel. Push from here. You're going to want to control the stairs, because people can be waiting here. As you push, kill from behind. Roamers, that's where they're gonna get you. Late game, a good roamer will come through here, and then they'll just come on here. Because late game, you should have control of this. If you're still fighting for control, it's not a good sign of this area. If the attackers and defenders are still fighting, so a good roamer they should have control of this already, are going to be coming here. Because the main attention is going to be the guys sitting in here and the guys in here. This is a very good area to defend. Very good. In general. You're going to want to have maybe a mirror sitting here. That way you know exactly what's happening. And then all you need to do, mirror there. And occasionally watch that. If the attackers are making a lot of noise over there. Only thing is, you can have people pop up from down from there, so that can get scary if they blow that. Because then you're kind of, you might be messed up big time. Because if they hop through that, rush you, they rush you, they rush you, does not end well unless you're a god tier. Okay, but this is the main area you want to defend. So you can hold head angles from here using these, very good strat. But you want to reinforce that. Mirror possibly reinforce that, to be honest. Maybe then this should be all reinforced unless you want to do a mirror strat. A mirror strat here is really good to watch these players. Because what you do, you put your mirror here and then you can flip over. Because in order to plant, they can't plant here. They have to be at here or planting here. So unless you miss them, like you just flunk out and miss them and they start playing here, at that point you kind of messed up as a mirror. But until then, you can get control of that pretty easily. Best thing to do is defense. If they, as when you're staying in room, you're gonna have a mirror on this map, definitely. It's very, very good to have one. So I have talked about the best way to attack and defend against said strategies that I've talked about in attack. This is the area that I hate, because as an attacker, that's attacker. There's that hole, which you have to repel. This hole, that's not a repel, so you just hop in room. This is a hop in room, that's a repel.
15 seconds remaining.
So 3 windows here, and then if as an attacker, you're
10
gonna push into
seconds
here
remaining.
first. Get control of this first top balcony.
5
And then from then on, you should have it, because by then you're just going to be shooting down people. That's basically why I hate defending here. Sucks. It just sucks. That's why I don't like talking about it. Because once they get that top control over it, you're kind of screwed. Because getting up there, the only way to get up there is from that stairway. And all you have to do is watch that stairway. There's gonna be 2 guns trained on it, so it's not gonna end well. At least it does it for me. Maybe you're a god tier, unlike me.
Fortify the room.
One last room to talk
Hostage
about.
secure.
This map's a bit bigger than house, so it's gonna go longer, which is why it has been longer. Camera there. 2 cameras real quick. Camera there. Camera watching this stairway. And that long hallway. It's always a good idea as a defender to check your cameras in the very beginning. So say, check my cameras, like I can know that those 2 are knocked out. Mouse, I can't use mouse. But when I'm scrolling through them, I can see that those 2 are taken out, knowing that hey, there's probably an attacker in this vicinity or that vicinity, unless there's a Twitch. Or you can just watch them to know where the enemies come from. The best thing to do. Say I'm trying to spawn peek this area right here, but I don't know. I want to make sure they're there first before I break a window and hide, or just before I can reveal my location. I'll see them running along, maybe this route right here. Maybe I'll wait for them right there, that long doorway. Maybe I can't because it's kind of hard to see that, but either way, just easy way to know, find out where they're pushing from. Cameras are very good to just learn the information, which is why Valkyrie is always good, because that's plain information. The more you know. This is the last, I swear it's the last room we're talking about here. Right there, that's that area I talked about before, which I had shotgun or impact grenades. That'd be a lot easier to explain. Remember, this is the first area I talked about.
5 seconds
So
left.
you can attack from that. As an attacker, think about it backwards. When I'm attacking that area,
Location secure.
I'm pushing here. I'm attacking this area. you're gonna push from that way into here, blow this up, and then you have a pretty good way in the room. That's a good way as an attacker. So when you're a defender, you need to reinforce this stuff, reinforce that. These are kind of less a priority because they're usually the enemy is always going to attack from here, but you should still do it 100%. And then these are the most important ones. If you don't have these reinforced, you most likely, because if they blow this open, they have control over most of the site. Granted, you can still be waiting here and be kind of safe and have control over the site, but I think of it as pressure. The more openings you have opened as an attacker to the defender, you're putting more pressure upon them. Camera right there as well. So, construct the site. Over here.
If you remain in this zone, you will
I'm gonna
be
come in as an
detected by
attacker.
hostiles. Your location has been compromised.
Make sure I have control over this. There might be a roamer down here waiting for you to push in. I'm not sure though. Can I shoot through that? Yeah. So as a defender, I might be staying here, you know, laying down, use a kill, waiting for it. Or you can be dumb and just be sitting right here in the weirdest spot ever. It works sometimes against me. So you're gonna get control of this, break open through here, so you can get into sight, control over sight, put some pressure on them. A lot of it's pressure. The more pressure you have, the more they're gonna be like little hamsters that can't get out, or little rats that can't get out of the area. And if you go up the stairs from this entrance, you can also break down here. Problem with this I'm defending here is that this is all breakable. So if I have a shotgun, I can break all this up, including the hatch to break down in the room. But I can break all this up, putting more pressure. Be careful though when you're putting pressure on that, because you're putting pressure on them, but they can also guesstimate on where you are. Say shotgun here. I don't know, maybe they get lucky. It happens sometimes. Be careful. Try. The problem with defending here is just there's a lot of openings. Open that, I'm not safe. If I'm trying to hide from that, still not safe, So you're definitely gonna want to utilize as many reinforcements as possible. Have, I would say, 2 people on site. You definitely want to have roamers, you know, always have enough roamers. And because other than that, the main way they're gonna push is that and this. I talked about this, but most people don't do it. I think it's just a little like less knowledge. People just don't think about it. But usually people are pushing here, so you're gonna want to have roamers here, and definitely here. This is common. The other side's less common, but you still should have someone there if you can, because you can't force people to be, hey, go play Cav, go play that person, go over there. You can't force people. So about teamwork. The more teamwork you have, the more communication is better. So, to be honest. But you get control over these entrances. You're not gonna do a whole lot, besides maybe build something there. Just doesn't do a whole lot. But like I said, you're putting more pressure on them to the point where there's nowhere safe. There's nowhere safe to run, and then they panic. They have to move around. Someone's watching this site. They have to run around, and boom, you're dead. By the way, that's the corner they sit in usually. Sometimes you'll be laying around in these. I do it myself. I do this a lot. I'll be sitting in between objects because this area kind of sucks. It's not as bad as that tower, but it's not the greatest, I think, to defend. If you're gonna want to defend an area, downstairs is probably the best. Using that second room, not this room, that second room though. Unless you do a mirror, if you do a mirror shot on this room, that's really good. But that second room is really, really good. So I like that room. I like this room. It's not the greatest, but for some reason I like this room. I don't know why. Maybe I'm setting myself up for a bad day, but it's whatever. I believe I've talked about every room and every camera. I'm pretty sure I covered every camera, to be honest. Is there a camera here? I feel like there should be a camera here. Check, because I'm pretty sure I didn't shoot anything. Nope, just knock yourself out of my head. So that is basically all that you will need to know for the basics of this map that I believe is important. Thank you, and have a good one.